Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the atmospheric of our world around us, and I would like to share with you my opinion about the book which was written originally in the, if I remember correctly, first edition, late 30s, early 40s, but later there were some revised edition published. I mean the book entitled Digging Up the Past, authored by Mr. Leonard Woolley, I should say Sir Leonard Woolley, because he was living in the years in 1880 till 1960, and he was knighted in 1935 for his incredible achievements for archaeology. And in fact, they were incredible because Mr. Leonard Woolley, Sir Leonard Woolley, is known for the excavation of the Royal Cemetery of Ur in northern Iraq, nowadays Sumerian one, and he was actually considered, and still is considered, of one of the pioneers of also biblical archaeology. He was working in Syrian archaeological site Krakermish as one of the first one in El Al-Mara in Egypt, and in his book Digging Up the Past he also mentioned that during his young years he was working on some archaeological excavation sites related to Roman Britain, and in his book Digging Up the Past, in popular style but very professional at the same time, he tells us the main principles of archaeology, the principles of the work of the archaeologist, and why is it important, how should this work be done, what can we say from the findings, how we reconstruct the artifacts we find, and why this way not the other. So despite the fact it's very popular book written in a very popular style, which is good, it's also a very good introduction to all people, especially young ones, interested in archaeology, and for people who are willing to know how the real work of archaeologists look like. And I really like the fragments in which Mr. Woolley tells us how to observe the grass, or how to observe the soil, to be sure where are the boundaries of the cemetery or boundaries of the former buildings, the fundament, and so on. It's incredible. He was also working and living in times when new technology was harnessed for the archaeological research. This new technology, I mean planes and aerial photos. He is also describing how aerial photos helped in discovering the frameworks of the cemeteries or former archaeological sites like cities. And why do we have every of these beautiful archaeological findings he was describing, and many more below the ground level? It's simple, because we live, we throw the garbage, and we defecate, and we also leave the traces of our everyday life activity. That's why everything what's after us stays under the ground. That's why Digging Out the Past by Mr. Leonard Woolley, with, I guess, the last revised editions, so the books that were published in 50s are the most complete versions of this book, one of the ones I have, and they are worth reading even for the ones who will never be archaeologists, but they would like to know how archaeology looks like, how important it is, and what we really know from the archaeological sites. And I really like the case when Mr. Woolley tells us how, on the basis of the evidence from cuneiform script inscriptions on the clay tablets from Sumerian civilization, and how from the archaeological knowledge, archaeological artifacts, we deconstructed the past of the fall of the third dynasty of Ur. All the best, have a nice day, bye. Great book to read.